Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, I'm Sainte. I'm a singer-songwriter, but I've started a new YouTube channel and we are 4 videos in. This is my 4th video and I'm so happy, so excited. I don't know if you hear any birds chirping in the background. Now they want to stop when I point them out. They're like, ooh. But anyways, I'm so excited because today we are going to be talking about confidence. Now, before we get into anything, I would like to encourage you to share this video with anyone that you feel needs a little confidence boost in their day-to-day life, or somebody that you feel could use some tips on how to build their confidence. If you have not seen my last video on how to have a queen mentality, please go watch it because honestly it goes hand in hand with this video. Now, if you haven't seen it and you're a guy, you can watch it. I know I titled it Queen Mentality, but it's honestly for anybody that wants to have a more positive outlook on life. So I really encourage you to watch it and maybe something will resonate with you and you can feel more excited about life. I don't know. Today we're going to be talking about confidence, and I want to share with you the tips that I put into practice every single day to build my confidence. Now, the same thing that I mentioned in my Queen Mentality video, this is not something that happens within 2 days. It's honestly a journey. As cheesy and as cliche as it sounds, it's true because it all goes hand in hand with getting to know yourself. And that, my loves, is a process. Now let's just get straight into it. Okay, number 1, posture and appearance. This is very important because the way you carry yourself says a lot about you. I took a class on nonverbal communication. Let me save you the money. Okay, you don't really have to take it because it really does talk about things that we already know. But I just want to share with you, kind of looking back in that class, almost everything we covered was appearance based and gestures. So kind of applying that to this, the way that you look has a lot to say about you. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be dressed to the nines 24/7 because that's just not realistic. I'm not like that all the time. I love doing my hair, I love doing my makeup, I love putting on outfits that make me feel like, ooh, I love it. But if you check out my Get Ready With Me, the intro where I look kind of crazy, you know, that's when I'm just chilling at home and that's fine. And I love myself when I'm put together and when I'm just chilling. That's not a problem to me. But the way that you are dressed says a lot about you when you meet people for the first time. You know that saying of you can only make a first impression once? Duh. So I would just encourage you to play with your style a little bit more. Maybe you're not girly. Maybe you like to wear streetwear and it looks dope and really cool on you. Then enjoy that. Have fun with it. Find a style that you have fun with and that you can express yourself with and you can feel a little bit more confident in. Now, if there's a specific style that I don't feel confident in, that's going to translate in the way that I act. That's going to show in the way that I move. It's going to show that I'm uncomfortable. It's going to show that I'm insecure. And you want to do the complete opposite of that. Wear things that make you feel good and stand up straight. Walk with a little pep in your step or whatever that saying is. You know, isn't it like, come on, you see a guy walking down the street or a girl, whatever, and they know they have it going on, you know. And I've been practicing, I don't know about you, but I've been watching America's Next Top Model since like elementary school, and I've been practicing my little walk ever since 3rd grade. And I remember because one kid one time called me out on it. He's like, why do you walk like that? I'm like, because I can freaking kill it and I know it. Mind you, I was in 3rd grade, so but anyways, the way that you walk, the way that you sit up, it shows that you pay attention, it shows that you're present, that you know what's going on, and it just makes you feel just the slightest bit like, I got it going on. Posture and appearance. Tip number 2, embrace your authenticity. I know that sounds super cliche. Listen, I'm a very cheesy person. well, I don't want to say cheesy, but I'm just very like, this is the kind of vocabulary that I use, okay? So embrace your authenticity. A great example of this, a very personal example, I just started my YouTube channel, and I'm very aware that a lot of YouTubers are loud and they're this and then that and they're so cool and they're, oh my God. And listen, I could be like that, but I'm not like that. I'm not always like that. That's not authentic to myself. That's not who I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to portray anything that I'm not. I want to keep it as natural to myself as possible, and I'm more chill. I speak a little softer. I have a sweet little tone, and this is just me, and I love it. And the people that will resonate with me will enjoy it. I don't have to be bouncing off the walls and this and whatever. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. It's just not authentic to me. So when you are self-aware, that's why I'm telling you to watch the Queen Mentality video, because I speak on self-awareness. But the more in tune you are with yourself and you know who you are and what you stand for and your interests, then the more confident you will be, because you know what you like. And a singer, songwriter tip, if you are an artist watching, this translates so much in music. I have been in sessions with artists that I can tell that they're not confident. I can tell that they're making music that they're being told to make, but that they don't really resonate with. And that honestly shows to me that you don't have a personality. And it's not because you don't have it, it's because you haven't found it yet. And that's why I encourage self-awareness so much. Now, when you embrace your authenticity, that whole tendency to want to compete or the need to put people down and just on whatever they're doing and working on because you feel jealous, stop. We're not doing that anymore. You can definitely feel confident without having to compare yourself to anybody. The moment that you realize that there's nobody else like you, babe. There is literally nobody like you. The way you laugh is authentic. The way you put on your pants is authentic. The way you think, the way you perceive the world is authentic, and it's valid. Okay, so love it. Be aware of it, be confident in it, know that that is you, and the people around you only have this version of you. Yes, we have similar qualities to people and whatever, but we are never 100% the same to somebody else, period. The way you look is unique, your nose is beautiful, your eyes are beautiful, just everything is beautiful. When you understand that the same higher being that created trees and butterflies and whatever, that is just so beautiful, and those sunsets, sunrises that are just perfection, that higher being, that higher power created you too, with your personality, with the way that you look, with your purpose and your gifts. So embrace that, embrace your authenticity. Number 3, influence the room. I want you to repeat that. Influence the room. Influence the room. Influence the room. There's a quote, I don't remember it word for word, and honestly, I'm not gonna look it up. I'm just going based off of the feeling I had when I read it. And it was basically saying kind of like, get rid of that mentality and start, instead of focusing on, oh, if you bother people or whatever, learn to see it in a way of how you can influence the room, the setting that you're in. Know that there's beauty within you, there's an authenticity within you, that you have something to share with people. Know that your words are valid. This is very important, especially if you're somebody that has trouble speaking up. I tend to kind of deal with that sometimes. I feel like, oh, maybe, if I'm surrounded by people that I think are at a certain level or I'm intimidated by them. Listen, the moment that you change your perspective on that, instead of seeing as somebody on a higher level than you and you are intimidated by them, start to see them in a way of like, wow, they've gone to this position. How can I learn from them? How can I be around that and just be inspired by them, instead of seeing it in like, oh my God, I'm not good enough and they are gonna think this of me and how can I ever measure up? No, just change your perception of it and you're going to feel better. You're going to act better. So know that your words are valid. And this actually leads into my next point. My 4th tip to being a little bit more confident or practicing on your confidence is know that there are no wrong questions okay? Now, this really stuck to me ever since the moment that I truly understood. The moment we are born, we don't know anything, okay? We learn how to cry, how to eat, how to fart, how to burp, how to crawl, walk, run. You know, we are constantly growing, constantly learning. And so I remember when I was in school, I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but hasn't it happened to you that you're sitting in class and you genuinely don't understand what the fuck is going on, and you don't raise your hand because you're scared to look stupid? You know, you want to learn the topic, you want to learn what's going on, but you don't ask because you're scared to look stupid. You're scared that people will make fun of you because you don't know something. Newsflash, we all know nothing until we reach a point where we find information and we learn. I don't know if that made any sense, but I know what I'm talking about. But I guess what I'm trying to share with you is don't feel like you have to know it all. Don't feel like you have to be this perfect human being that has all the answers to everything. That's not true. So when you are aware of that, you can just be a little bit more confident in yourself, knowing that, hey, I might not know it, but I'm gonna learn along the way, and I'm cool with it, and you know, it's fine. My last tip for this specific video on how to practice being a little bit more confident is learn to accept compliments. Learn to compliment yourself and learn to compliment others. Somehow, some way, and I'm not judging anybody because I've been in this position before. At some point we've accepted the idea that putting somebody down or just talking crap about somebody is somehow going to make us feel better. That's not true, okay? Get that out of your head, please. And I realized that a couple of years ago. I don't do that anymore. Am I perfect? No. But I learned that somebody working towards their goals and their dreams doesn't mean that I have less chances of being successful on my own. You have to understand that everybody's on their own journey and everybody's hustling and working on their future as they should be. And just because somebody is doing something, it doesn't mean that you aren't capable of doing it yourself. And when I say compliment, learn to compliment somebody in any way. If it's their work ethic, if it's how they look, if it's their attitude, just anything. Just the more positivity you put out into the world, the more you're going to receive that. And I know that it's hard sometimes to accept compliments because you want to be humble and you don't want to be full of yourself. Honey, just because I say that I'm beautiful and I'm gorgeous and I'm a strong woman and I'm hardworking and I'm smart, it doesn't mean that you're not. It doesn't mean that she's not. It doesn't mean that he's not. I'm just talking about myself. And the more self-aware you are more entitled to call yourself out on all the beautiful things that you are. It's normal. It should be normal for you to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, wow, God made that. Or the universe or whatever you want to call it made that. Ooh, there's nobody that looks like me. And that's awesome. Celebrate that. That's beautiful. And if somebody says, hey, I love your outfit, thank you. Thank you. You know, you put thought into your outfit. So it's like, why not accept that compliment? You are allowed to do that. Understand that you are allowed to feel good. You're allowed to say all these beautiful things about you because they're true. And just because you express the good things about you doesn't mean that you're bashing somebody else at all. You're not even saying or mentioning anything about anyone. So yeah, guys, those are my little tips that I like to practice constantly every day to just feel a little bit more confident in myself. And I hope that something resonated with you in this video. I hope that you can practice your confidence every single day because you deserve it, and I am lucky to know you if I don't know you, but somehow you have found this video. I love you. I wish I could hug you. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Like I said, if you know anybody that you feel might need a little confidence boost or a little pep talk, please send this their way. And I just want to thank you again and again and again and again and again. And I love you guys. Hugs and kisses, blessings to everyone. I can't wait to see you in my next video to share more secrets with you. If there's any secret you want to share with me, please feel free to do so. Follow me on Instagram and I'll see you then. Bye guys.